Hello! So today I am sharing with you my 5 tips, my 5 really easy tips to help you fall asleep and to sleep better, because I think it is really important in order to be productive and to get a lot of things done during the day, to have a really good night's sleep beforehand. I thought that talking about sleep is best in comfortable clothes, so that is what I have on. These are tips that have previously worked really well to help me fall asleep faster and to sleep better. So the first one is air out your room before you go to sleep. About 30 minutes I think is enough to really air out the room that your bed is in. And I found that is important because when you are falling asleep, it really helps when you breathe deeply. So breathe slowly and deeply, and that makes it easier to wind down. And that makes it easier to wind down. Plus, I think in general it is always useful if you have a specific time of the day when you are airing out your room to get some fresh air. So airing out your room before you go to sleep is not only important because you are getting a lot of fresh air, but because it helps you wind down more easily. Plus, it is also a great step, a great ritual to achieve a sense of calm that you are going to sleep. It is just 30 minutes and you are going to sleep. The next tip that I have is lavender oil on your pillow. Sometimes you can buy these pillow mists that are especially made to help you fall asleep. A lot of times they are also lavender scented, and the reason for that is because lavender is a great calming scent. When I first tried this trick and I first put lavender on my pillow, I fell asleep immediately, and I was sleeping so deeply that wow, I was really surprised how well this trick works, so I definitely recommend you to do that. And with essential oils, I always recommend you to buy 100% clean essential oils and not ones that have some additives. My next tip is drink something warm before you go to sleep. This could be a hot chocolate, although not a really heavy hot chocolate, but just a nice hot and not too heavy hot chocolate, or some caffeine-free tea. By the way, there are also herbal teas which can help you fall asleep. You can also look into that. I found that with me, if the weather is cold and I have been feeling a little bit cold all day, then drinking something nice and hot really puts me to sleep. I become so sleepy that I cannot even keep my eyes open. That is definitely something that has worked for me ever since I was little. That is, I think, a great tip. The next tip is something that I think it is really easy to forget, is to give yourself some space to wind down before you are going to sleep. It really shouldn't be that you are working and you are doing some exercise. Wow, I think exercising before bed, for example, doesn't always work. But the point is that you should give yourself about an hour or half an hour when you are just giving yourself some space to think, or think more slowly than you are used to during the day. I think that is really helpful, and you really have to be conscious about it if you really want a good night's sleep. And the last tip, I think, is the ultimate tip that I have in regards to sleep, and it is something that I have discovered in the past couple of months, which is have a nighttime routine. I actually read about this in a book, how important it is to have a nighttime routine, have a set of activities, of habits that help you calm down. And I think that sleeping is typically something that is really important every day, and that has to happen every day, so it makes sense to build habits around it to make it easier. I know that with me it never really works if I go to sleep at different times every day and I wake up at different times every day. The quality of my sleep is significantly worse on those days. That is why I think it is important to just accept it, that sleeping is something that has to be done, no matter what. And especially if you are really busy during the day and the only time you have fun is at night, then it is really easy to forget that sleeping should be considered and sleeping should be really important. So having a nighttime routine is a really big challenge. I am actually having problems right now with the fact that in the last month or the last 2 weeks I wasn't really paying attention to my nighttime routine, and I was not really good about keeping myself to it. But I realized that I am significantly more tired during the day and I cannot concentrate as well as with having a nighttime routine. Plus, if one of your goals is to wake up early every morning, then this is a crucial step, having a nighttime routine. So how to really have a nighttime routine? Most important thing is that your nighttime routine should happen every day around the same time. For example, you can set yourself the goal that you are going to start going to sleep, for example, at 9, and then you start your nighttime routine, then you are really trying to wind down. I, for example, started journaling. It is a really nice way to put your thoughts out of your head, leaving them behind. And it is really a great way to distance yourself from the happenings of the day. Part of my nighttime routine is also doing some yoga that is especially made to help you wind down. And this way the chances are that you will be able to go to sleep, for example, at 10 o'clock. So these were all my tips to help you fall asleep. I hope you found them useful. As I said, I am actually having some problems right now with keeping myself to this nighttime routine and keeping myself to these habits, but I'm definitely starting as of today. I am gonna keep myself to this nighttime routine, and no matter what, the first 4 tips work just on their own if you don't have a nighttime routine as well, but I think having a nighttime routine is also worth a try. So I hope you found these tips useful. So thank you for watching, and I hope you will sleep well tonight.